Hello. So I actually have another project that I'm working on that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. I will show you where I'm at here in a minute with it, but wanted to come in with this because this video is going to be a little bit different. When I was doing the dresser, I was recording videos for that, and then I was having issues getting the videos off my phone to my computer. And I have an iPhone, and it seems like over the years they've made it more difficult to get the pictures off and videos off. But for some reason, a couple months ago, my iCloud started working and I was able to get videos off. And I had already started this project, before the video started. I was able to get the videos off my phone, and there's a lot of this that I did not record because I didn't think I would be able to record it because I wasn't able to get the videos off my phone. And it just so happened what I was working on with the dresser, it worked out to where it seemed like I recorded the whole thing, but I really didn't. Actually, if you go back and look at the video I made, you can see there's a lot of pictures taken because I was just I was sending those pictures to my Google Drive, but it makes them all wonky and it messes with the picture itself. So I don't like to do that. So I started this project. I actually started the teardown on it on September 10th. And I know that because something specific happened, and I remember that day very, very vividly. So that's when the teardown started. And then it kind of got pushed to the side, and I worked on other things. I had a vendor fair come up, so I had to make a few things for that. I was working on other pieces for clients, so this piece kind of got pushed to the back so I can get the other projects out. But I actually have someone who would like to have this cabinet, the Hoosier cabinet. So I am going to start working on it now because I've just finished up the chest, which you should have already seen that video today. So I can put all my time and energy into the cabinet. So we're going to start pretty much halfway through rebuilding this. So I have no teardown or anything of the sort, but I will show you what I've got going on right now. All right, so there's the cabinet back there. I kind of have it tucked because I needed room for this chest. Like I said, you probably have already seen that video, but this whole cabinet was completely taken down and put back together. The side there, the bottom, that side, and the back are all brand new. It was all, the pieces were really bad. As you can see right here, like this was the sides, or these two were the sides here. And then the back, you can see it was all in pretty rough shape. And that's the back to the top, which is pretty bad. So all this right here is from the cabinet. Got a couple pieces of it right there. There are some pieces down there that actually need to be replaced. A drawer. That big cabinet door actually goes right there in that big opening. This bread box attaches to that drawer, and that drawer goes over there. So I actually finished those drawers already and painted them, put them back in. So I'll try to get over here and all this. So this is the top of the cabinet. This is the top of the hutch that goes on top of this. And then, so these are the drawers. So one there, and the one there. And I've got that cabinet door already painted and ready to go. So this should be ready to go. This needs to be sanded down a little bit. As far as ready to go, as far as chemically removing the paint, like I have to do here, here, and here still. This is for the flower box, or the flower sifter, which is right here, which is what I was working on this morning. And I need to clean that up a little bit. I was working on the handle, getting that cleaned up. This is already all cleaned-ish. All the paint and stuff's been removed. So that goes to the bottom of that. So I will continue on with this project. There's a bread box type, I call it a bread box, one of those old drawers that are kind of like slotted, and you can push it up and down and it kind of goes on a track, you know, it's rounded. I used to have a bread box like that when I was growing up. So all those pieces need to be cleaned up, and other than that, I believe that's it. So it's just you're just kind of gonna see me continuing to work on this, so there's not gonna be like a proper tear down or anything like that. So let me continue working. Now this handle, I don't know if you can see, it's all kind of, it's like they just over the years just piled stuff up on it. So I'm trying to get all the layers off to get down to the bare wood. All this just huge, I don't even know what all this is on there. Just, I don't know, buildup of paint? I don't know. Very odd. It's not uniform. It looks like it was, someone took it down to a muddy river and just put it in some thick mud and picked it up. That's what it kind of looks like all around it, and then they let it harden and painted it. Oh, that's not a bad looking handle. Now we need to sand it down. Man, look at that beautiful handle. Why would someone cover that up? Turned out pretty good. Now, it's gonna put it in here. So this goes through, got a couple holes, and when this goes through the other side, it screws on like that, then it's tight, and then it can spin. So that's how it goes together. On there. All right. Here we go. Flower sifter. All right, I'm so used to not filming this project, I already forgot. So I got paint stripper, citrus, the orange stuff, this stuff right there, citrus strip. It smells good and it's safer inside. It doesn't have a very strong chemical smell, so I'll leave these, I don't know, at least until tomorrow sometime. That way the chemical can really work. So right now I'm just working on all these pieces and getting them sanded down. Got a lot of sanding to do. And I had to glue a couple pieces that were broken off of that drawer, the bottom drawer there. So I'm gonna get back to, sanding. So I just realized while sanding this, that when I put this cabinet together, the back, so it kind of goes like this, where I'm facing, the front, and here's that bread box track thing that I was talking about. But you can see here that the shelves slide in from the back. So I could put this box together and then put the shelves in after before I put the back on it. But I can't do that with the wood track. So I need to do that first and get that completed before I do this, because that needs to be done before I can even put this box together. So that's what I'm going to work on now. I hate to use chemicals, man. One of these. That paint stripper did wonders over the night, especially this one. It did really good. Getting the paint up also over here on these little strips. So now I just gotta get some gloves on and get to stripping the paint off. So I got the paint off. This was the other side. This is kind of stuck on paint. I might throw some more paint stripper along with that piece up there. But now I have to use after wash to clean up all this residue and all that. This stuff right here. This should clean up those pieces pretty good. Alright, so I have an update. I went to the store this morning and got some hardware for the hutch with some hinges, some handles, and also some new paint. Let me show you that real quick. So here are the hinges, and let's see, handles, nice shiny handles, as well as some of these catches to replace the older ones. And then I started painting this bread box door thing, but the paint was smelling funny, so that's why I bought new paint. And I did 2 of these and then realized that, you know what, I didn't feel comfortable with the paint, so I just wanted to get new paint. So painting these is what I'm going to be doing right now. Okay, they're all painted now. You can definitely tell on camera, especially this one right here, they're going to need a second coat. I'm going to let them dry. So I have other things that I can do while I'm waiting for this to dry to do the second coat. These right here, this one and this one were the 2 shelves. This is actually not supposed to be in 2 pieces, but there's 2 shelves in there, and I need to redo those because this is all warped. It's kind of hard to see on camera. They're warped, obviously broken, and this one is in pretty rough shape, so, and kind of bent. So I need to get some wood to make these, and I actually have a big old pallet that I'm going to take the wood off of. And then I've got a planer and a jointer, thanks to my brother. That's actually my other brothers right there. I'll be needing to use that, so thank you, brothers. So I'll be using all those to make the shelf. So I'm gonna go get some wood off the pallet so I can do that. see how these shelves turned out. Yes. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so I got the one shelf here, and I need to fill in these holes. Ooh, this stuff is so strong. Chemically. The smell. That should be good. More lemon planter. This is the hardener. So just gotta put just kind of not a whole lot. Oop, that's actually probably way too much. Because this will start to harden pretty quickly once it's all mixed up. Okay, so I pulled this up and some glue went through as expected. It was going to. It's not a big deal. You know, I kind of knew that was going to happen. Excuse me, so I just got to paint again. You can see like in there, kind of scraping out. But like I said, not a big deal. Kind of knew that was going to happen. So, but it works great, exactly as intended. So I'm excited to get it back in and actually see it work. Which I don't know if, I think I mentioned it before, but this was not functional when I got it. It was nailed in. You can actually see a tiny nail hole there. It was actually nailed in and stuck in place, so it would not move. So I'm excited to see it functional. All right, I'm gonna get the top part. Since I have the bread box store thing completed, I'm gonna try to get the top put together. It's getting a little coat out, so I came and put that on top of what was already completed, and the first time I'm looking at it, kind of pre-assembled. I wish I would have recorded the process, so you can see every single piece was torn apart, and to see it back in this way is amazing.
It is cold today. The shelves are in. Look how nice those look in there. So this whole thing is put back together except for I need to get a 1/4-inch piece of plywood that goes back here on the back, and that'll close everything off. So now I've got to paint it. So I need to get that taped off so I don't get paint on that, because it's going to be a different color, and then lay this down and paint the outside first. Like my outfit today? I'm pretty jazzy. All right, it's taped up. So let me get the painting. Okay, so I got this new metal, these antique looking glides. I need to go to the bottom of this. So I'm gonna put those on right now. The way I can stand this up, and the bottom of this will be done. This is what I got done yesterday. I still need to paint up here, paint down there. But I need to get the back of this. And as you can see, I don't want to point right at it. It's nice today, and the next couple days are gonna be cold and, more importantly, rainy. So I'm gonna take this time right now to go up to the store and get a piece of 1/4-inch plywood. came to the store. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, I got the piece of plywood. It's in the back of the truck. You can see right there. So it's time to head back and continue with the project. Make a mark. There you go, good job. All right, so I wanted to give a quick update. Yesterday would have been the video you saw me putting the old backing, the plywood backing that was on the shelf on top of the new piece of plywood that I got and marking it out. Right after I got marking it out, the weather looked like it was taking a turn for the worst. And last week, we actually lost a vehicle. My wife's engine blew up, and it's non-repairable. So we are down to one vehicle at the moment, and we've got kids' practices, we've got church things going on. My wife is working, so I need to pick her up. So there's lots of things that I need to do, and I was running out of time. So I didn't have time to set up the camera and record different angles. It was like, I need to get this done. So I'm going to go over what I did yesterday, and then I'm going to continue on today. Obviously, you can see I got the back cut out, and I painted it. So I did a couple coats on that, went through and I painted everything else that needed to be painted. And there are a few things a few areas I need to touch up, or needs like a second coat. Like, see, it's a little thin right there, which I knew was going to happen, but I only had time, to do the one coat and hurry up and throw it in here. And the weather today, it's calling for rain. I cannot believe it's not raining already, but it's supposed to be really wet and nasty the next couple of days. So everything that I've got to finish, I can do here in the shed, which is good. So everything that was big and needed to be done outside is finished, which feels fantastic. So first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to get this back nailed on and attached to that. Then I'm going to start working on getting all of the doors attached that I can. And then I've got some metal work to do. I've got braces on each side. One's kind of bent. I got to see if I can bend it back. The drawer down there is kind of bent. So I got to see the bread box. So I need to see if I can bend that out. And then the flour sifter needs a little bit of cleaning up, which I'm not sure if I filmed this or not, but this is the bottom of the sifter, which I already cleaned up. You can see it's looks a lot better. I'm pretty sure I filmed it. Yeah, I filmed it, because this was completely caked is the best way I can say it. It looked like it was dipped in mud, but just white. But it looks a lot better now. Looks amazing. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So let me get started. Wrong way. My bad. All right, oh, look at that. All right, well, I just need to continue that all around. Okay, just like that. So these doors shut. I put the handle on this and I painted this up so that way those marks weren't visible anymore. Got this door over here for the flower shoot. Got this big drawer down here or big door, I mean. Actually had to add the original holes that wouldn't fit there. This is a lot bigger than what the original one was, so I just had to add a block there. But it works and it shuts. Then you got these two drawers, which have been done and working. So we have right there and right there. Well, there's the flour sifter. I don't want to close these doors all the way because I painted a little bit more green. You can see all the places that showing through that needed a second coat are all taken care of now. So it's all good. So I don't want to shut the doors and let them, end up sticking to the hutch there. Well, only thing left is that and these right here. These are the plates to go right there. All right. Let's, I guess, work on a drawer. Officially finished. I cannot believe how long it took, but it looks absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. I think this is my favorite project that I've done so far. There's a lot that I have to go over since the pretty much 2/3 of this project was, the first 2/3 was not recorded. So while I'm in here,
I will show you the caster wheels I had to replace, and then show you the finished cabinet, and we'll go out and take a look at it. These were the original caster wheels. This is the only one that still had the wooden wheel on it. You can see they're in pretty rough shape, and there was really no way for me to get a new wooden wheel on there. So I actually just replaced them. So let's go out and, now that I showed you those, take a look at the hutch. This is it. All done. I cannot believe how well it turned out. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Looks fantastic. So I'll let you get a full view here. Come around to the back. All right, so let's start with the wheels. So you can see I did brand new wheels. These are brand new wooden. Each side, so here, the back, the other side had to be replaced. The back of this, which you saw, had to be replaced. This whole thing was taken apart completely. This right here is one piece of wood on both sides. It's just routed out. So this is actually one piece. That's one piece. So like this was separated. This, I mean, all in pieces. This, that, this, underneath this. There's actually, which this actually can slide out. And you can see there's wood under there. All this was taken out. This was apart. It had to all be put back together. This actually sits on a rail right there. I'm holding this, so I can't really point to it, but it's right there, that piece of wood. And I had to replace it on that side. You can see right there. Let's push this back in. All right, let's come down here to the first drawer. So this, the bottom of this had to be replaced. So did this bottom. We pull these out, all those were taken apart, had to be put back together. Just did this. So I got this cleaned up. There's actually a hole right down in there, right over there. So this is a pretty old bread basket, and there should be a lid on it. And I searched for a long time and could not find a replacement for this that was the right size. So I will put that up on the screen if I can remember the dimensions. I actually drew a little picture. This here is just the big door. It's got a little basket right here. This can come out. It slides on the rack. The bottom had to be replaced. Had to replace this piece. This was all split and junked. Let's see the top. Now, the top here. So the flour bin or sifter, come down here, put your flour bin right there. Of course, sift the flour. So you saw me do these shelves. These shelves were absolutely horrendous that were in there. This is the original piece, so I didn't have to make a new one of these, so it's pretty cool. I did have to cut it down though because it was a little too long, but it fit in there nicely. And the one thing I'm most proud of
is this. I like to call this a bread drawer, but this was actually nailed shut. And you can see it actually opens and closes. It's hard to do it one hand. But these are the original pieces. You know, taking it all apart. You saw me do that. But it was kind of looking like that. There was no handle on it at all. And there was actually a nail right here put into it. The day that I brought it home, I actually sanded that down and found the nail. And there was multiple other nails in there. I mean, it was a real pain to get it apart. But now, it actually works. It does actually work. I'm not doing a good job advertising it here. All right, so that's it. If you've watched to the end of this, please like and subscribe. I'm going to try to get as many videos out as I can and share the video. So this is my own personal business, Second Life restoration and upcycling, and I'm trying to get my name out there. So if sharing my content will also help out tremendously. So until next time, see ya.